What if the very people who are supposed to protect you inadvertently become the source of your fear? This is the paradox that confronted Israeli hostages held captive by Hamas in late 2023, a situation that has stirred up much debate and controversy on the global stage. The saga began in November 2023, when families of Israeli hostages anxiously awaited news of a delayed ceasefire deal with Hamas. This deal promised the release of at least 50 hostages over a span of 4 days, with women and children given priority. However, the exchange of hostages with Palestinian prisoners was postponed, leaving the families of those not fitting these categories in the dark and heightening their anxiety. The Israeli government, under Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu, found itself under the microscope, criticized for the lack of action and information. Netanyahu, however, remained steadfast, vowing to secure the freedom of all hostages, a promise that would be put to the test in the ensuing weeks. December brought a glimmer of hope as some Israeli hostages were freed by Hamas, yet their tales were not of triumph but of terror. During a meeting with Netanyahu, the freed hostages expressed fear and anger, recounting their harrowing experiences in captivity. They revealed a surprising truth, that their fear of Israeli airstrikes outweighed their fear of their Hamas captors. The Israeli government's bombing of Gaza, despite claims of having intelligence on Hamas activities, had become a source of dread for the captives. This revelation sparked outrage among the families of the hostages, leading to calls for Netanyahu's resignation during a tense meeting in Herzliya. The criticism of their own government by the freed hostages added a new dimension to the crisis, further escalating the tension and political pressure. Meanwhile, the United States, an ally of Israel, weighed in on the situation, with U.S. Secretary of State Antony Blinken addressing the future of Gaza and emphasizing the challenges of governance in the region. The U.S. perspective offered a different view, highlighting the need for Gaza to be demilitarized and de-radicalized. In summary, the Israeli hostage situation has unfolded as a complex and multi-layered crisis. It began with the anxious wait for a delayed ceasefire deal, escalated with the criticism of Netanyahu's handling of the situation, and took a surprising turn with the released hostages' fear of Israeli airstrikes. Amidst this turmoil, the U.S. has emphasized the need for a change in the governance and militarization of Gaza. As the world watches, the resolution of this crisis remains a topic of intense speculation and anticipation.